Hi everyone, this is John Gerardi with Right to Life of Central California, bringing you another in our 40 videos for 40 days series. 40 Days for Life is the international campaign of prayer and presence outside abortion clinics throughout the country and throughout the world. If you want to learn more about our campaign here in Fresno, get in touch with us at Right to Life of Central California by calling us during business hours at 559-229-2229. For the next few shows, I want to talk with you all about some of the bad pieces of legislation that have been introduced in the California State Legislature. Right to Life of Central California, part of our educational mission is to let our supporters know about some of the bad stuff that gets introduced in the California Legislature, which frankly doesn't get much coverage, and also to help in advocating against those bills. So we're going to talk about a couple of these right now. One of these bills that we're really concerned with is AB 705, Assembly Bill 705. Now, what does this bill do? This bill is purported to be targeted against various Catholic healthcare providers that have engaged in mergers over the last several years. Javier Becerra was really opposed to this when he was Attorney General of California. And he was opposed to it on the grounds that if you have a bunch of Catholic hospital chains merging or groups merging with Catholic hospitals, that these are all hospitals that would increase their market share and would not do certain kinds of healthcare practices with which they were morally opposed. Contraceptive practices, practices relating to sex change stuff, transgender stuff, but also abortion. Abortion was sort of at the heart of this objection. So this bill, AB 705, would basically remove conscience protections for hospitals, including religious ones, in areas such as abortion and assisted suicide. It would force these hospitals either to do those practices or to formally refer for them. There's no other way to put it. This is a direct attack on the religious liberty rights, the First Amendment and Religious Freedom Restoration Act rights of Catholic healthcare providers, Christian healthcare providers, anyone with a religious objection, whether they are Catholic or Muslim or Jewish or what have you, anyone with a religious objection to performing abortions, their First Amendment rights are being attacked by this legislation. You may ask the question, well, how likely is this to succeed? Well, pretty darn likely. Just looking at the numbers in the legislature, 75% of the legislature is Democrat, and the vast majority of those Democrats are pro-choice. I think the only sort of pro-life Democrat we have left in the assembly that I know of is Rudy Salas from Bakersfield. So this is a really dangerous attack on life. It is a really dangerous attack on religious liberty. We at Right to Life of Central California are going to try to keep you, our supporters, updated on this bill throughout the year because of what a profound and profoundly evil precedent it would set. We think there's great hope that this legislation could get stopped by relevant decisions by the United States Supreme Court, but such a process could take a really long time. And in the meanwhile, legislation like this could wreak horrible damage on Catholic healthcare providers, Christian healthcare providers, Catholic hospitals, all kinds of people who simply do not want to be forced to participate in so-called medical practices with which they morally object. For Right to Life of Central California, I'm John Gerardi.